Yo, what's up? What's happening, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, the host, the returning champion, Matt Butale, coming at you with another topic today, and it's going to be a sensitive one, especially if you're a guy. I mean, only for a guy, because as far as I'm concerned, women don't have this problem. All right, unless women, let's talk about it. A little bit unserious, but we're still going to be talking about something serious, something that's important to a lot of guys, especially between the ages of like 30 and up, right? But this is something that'll affect guys that are like younger, unfortunately. And today, what we're going to be talking about, guys, is ED, erectile dysfunction. Yes, it's kind of locker room talk. It's kind of a little bit embarrassing to talk about, but I'm going to bring this to your attention just in case you're too embarrassed to ask or you don't want to, look like a fool asking the wrong question. All right. So I'm going to give this to you if you struggle with this problem. And you can do whatever you want with this information. But I do promise that if you do listen to the things that I say in this episode, your situation will at the very least, get a little bit better. All right. So we'll be offering 5 tips that will help you with ED. All right, bro. Okay. So, but the first thing I want to say before we get into it is if you're watching this on a live stream, hashtag I'm here. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Let me know that you're watching. All right. It's good to see that you're here live, but I want to know that you guys and girls see this after I even post it so that I know that it's even more worth doing. All right. So definitely let me know. Hashtag I'm here, hashtag replay, whatever the case applies to you. And we're going to be diving on into it. Jordan V, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Duke, what's good, fam? Yo, bro, you know what's happening, Duke? I see you. What's up? Joining. Wait, into podcast episode over here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, the microphone isn't cooperating right now. So we sent. We're going to reboot this, and then we're going to record the podcast episode. But if you have a question, any kind of question, don't hesitate to ask it. I know it's not going to seem like I'm replying to you instantly, but that's the only reason why is because I'll be recording on Spotify and podcasts. I want to get a good soundbite for those that are listening there. We gotta appreciate them. We gotta respect them. All right. So this is the sort of extra benefit of the live stream y'all get, which is reaching out to a pro, asking questions live and direct, and getting your answers straight from me. Okay, so let's try out this microphone thing again. Let's see if this is going to boot up the way that I need it to. And we're on. Cool. So we'll be starting today's podcast episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your returning champion, IFBB Pro, Matt Butale, coming at you with another topic. And today, we're going to be having a little bit of an uncomfortable discussion, uncomfortable conversation with men over 30, and unfortunately, even some men that are under 30. And that issue, that elephant in the room, I mean, for some of us, it's not elephants, but I digress, is erectile dysfunction, ED. All right. So if you're a dude with ED and you struggle with ED, listen to this episode. I'm going to give you guys 5 tips that you can apply in your life that at least by the end, you should be able to apply and get a little bit better with whatever you struggle with when it comes to ED specifically. I'm just going to put a disclaimer out here. No, I'm not a doctor, but yes, I've helped people with the same tips that I'm going to be giving you guys today. All right. I've helped some of my best clients that struggled with that. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's talk about it. All right, we're going to be breaking down ED and some of the causes and how to manage it to the best of your ability with the least invasive methods. All right, you don't need surgery for this shit. So let's break it down. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 tips to help your Limp Johnson become Dwayne The Rock Johnson. All right, I don't know why I said that, but let's just laugh with me. Let's cringe together. All right, moving forward, the main thing that all of us should know, if we don't know, with ED is that one of the main sort of problems that most people have that do experience ED is that they have low testosterone. Okay, and it's no secret to us. And if it is to you, let me spill the secret on you, which is that having low testosterone makes your stomach, chest, and dick soft. All right, I'm going to repeat that again. Having low testosterone makes your stomach, your chest, and your dick soft. So if you're a guy and you've got low testosterone, you are likely going to experience some of the adverse effects like ED, like having a really big gut, having man boobs, love handles, and things like that, or not even being able to put on muscle properly, having a fucked up metabolism, all those things as a guy are a result or can be a result of having low testosterone. So that's the first thing we got to break down. That's the first thing we got to bring up to our attention here. All right. And I know, bro, dude, I get it. It's fucking embarrassing. It's something that you're not proud of course, right? Which is why I'm here. So let's fix that. All right. Having ED is embarrassing. Like, I seriously, and I mean this, no fucking jokes. I know we joke here every now and again on the Head on the Mic podcast, but today it's just a little bit of a soft topic, pun intended. That was my last one, I promise. But I seriously feel sorry for my dudes out there that are dealing with it, that struggle with ED, and it fucks your confidence up. All right. So the reality is, many variables cause erectile dysfunction. All right. The most common imbalances the most common ones, actually, the most common variables that we see that affect erectile dysfunction in men between 20 to 40 or 40 plus is hormone imbalances and obesity. Go fucking figure, right? The more obese you are, the more likely you are to have these symptoms because you're more likely to have low testosterone. Does that make sense? Okay. And here are 5 things that you can do right fucking now. Not invasive, no surgery, no fucking pill or whatever. You can do this right now, and they will help you naturally boost your testosterone to combat not only erectile dysfunction, but all the other adverse effects that come with having low testosterone as a man. All right. So let's break it down. Okay. Number one, the first thing out of 5 that I need you to do if you're serious about fixing your ED and building your confidence up as a man is, I mean, go figure. You can finish the sentence for me. Number one is reduce body fat. Okay. And someone here on TikTok, usually I don't talk about the live stream while I'm recording, but somebody here, Standing White Buffalo, shout out to you, says eliminate exposure to estrogen, including plastic with which mimics estrogen, right? And that's 100% true. BPAs, the plastics that you use, consume, switch to glass. Okay, touching receipts is bad for you because of the types of chemicals that go in. And there was a study going on about in the last 20 years how men downstairs their parts have just been malfunctioning more often or aren't developing fully, and I know that that's one of the main reasons, having high estrogen. And go figure, fat carries a lot of estrogen. Okay. A lot. And it converts test to estrogen. Okay. So you want less fat on your body, which is going to, in turn, uh, say, give you the opportunity to produce more testosterone, or at least to convert less of it into estrogen. Make sense? So let's get into it. Number one, reduce body fat. Engaging in physical activity, particularly like strength training, any cardio, even really, has been shown to increase testosterone levels, mainly because you're reducing fat. Also, the more muscle you carry, listen the fuck up, the more muscle you carry, the more fat and calories you burn. I'm going to repeat that again. The more muscle you carry, the more fat and calories you burn in a workout and just resting. Okay. And if we can understand that, which is honestly a win win, we can also understand that doing cardio will also help with the increase of blood flow, right? And in conjunction with that, it will assist you in burning fat and increasing your endurance. And come on, we need some endurance. You feel me? Especially if you're talking about ED, you need some fucking endurance in bed. But that's what I'm saying. Cardio helps with the blood flow. Training is going to put on more muscle, and having more muscle is going to allow you to burn more fat and calories at a rested state and when training. All right. So reducing body fat is the number one thing that you should do that you're not doing in order to fix your ED. Cool? Make sense? Beautiful. Let's go on to step number 2, the second tip of the 5 tips for your ED. Okay. The number 2 thing that I want to talk about today is kind of subjective because it doesn't apply to everybody the same way, given that we don't all have the same life or the same stressors, the same good things or bad things happening to us, right? So, number 2 is calm down, right? And I know this seems subjective. This seems like some hippy dippy shit, but like, seriously, dude, calm down. Why? Because high levels of stress can lead to decreased testosterone production. How? Well, cortisol. Okay, think of it like when your body dispenses adrenaline, and then you go after that stage, you're producing cortisol after your flight or flight. The cortisol has literally every negative impact on your physique that you don't want. It makes it easier to retain water. It makes it easier to retain fat. It fucks with your mood. And typically, when you have high cortisol, it's because you have shitty sleep as well. So it's not just calming down and not being mad at certain shit as a guy. Like, no, some shit we can't help. But the number one thing you can do to control your cortisol would be to actually get enough rest. That's the first thing I'd recommend. And getting enough rest is part of calming down. Why? Because you got to calm down before you go to bed and be intentional with your rest and things of that sort. So if you're doing step number 1, you've got to be doing step number 2 as well. And let me just say this, guys. If you just cherry pick one of these things and then try to use it and it's not helping you, that's the reason why it's not helping you. You've got to do at least all of these 5 things, and then you might be able to either reverse your ED or you will be able to manage it. Okay. Better than you are right now. Believe that. Okay. You can also reduce levels of stress by doing just other things like yoga, stress reducing activities like sauna, deep breathing in the sauna, meditation, right? So many things that you can do to help yourself calm down and become less prone to producing more cortisol. Okay, so that's the second thing. All right, guys. So the third thing I'm going to talk about here fits into number one. And you already know the saying, guys. I'm not the one that invented this, but the saying goes training is 90%, kitchen and 10% gym. Okay. 90% kitchen, 10% gym. And what we mean by that is the gym is the easy part. The hard part is monitoring your nutrition, which is why coaches exist. But I digress, right? So, number three is monitor your micronutrients. It's part of monitoring what you put in your fucking mouth in the first place. But micronutrients, as opposed to macronutrients, are the smaller things. That's why they call micro. Micro is small, macro is big, Latin, right? So, macronutrients are the big components: protein, carbohydrates, fats. You monitor those. But you also should be monitoring your micronutrients. Okay, what are micronutrients? As I said, they're the small things. They're the vitamins. Okay, they're the supplements, right? They're the minerals, so on and so forth, that help your body produce or perform in the most optimal way for you to expedite any kind of result that you want to intentionally put with your fitness journey. Whether it's you want to build a lot of muscle, burn a lot of fat, monitoring our micronutrients and staying hydrated is definitely going to help you a lot if you are in track with your nutrition and if you are diligent with your training and are actually training hard, you're being intentional with your rest. Basically, if you apply steps one and two, number three should be a walk in the park. And when you do it, you really start to see things get kicked up a notch in terms of what you're able to benefit from by doing those things. Okay. So, monitoring your micronutrients. Like, look, zinc, I'll give you a cheat code here. Zinc is a mineral that plays a role into testosterone production. And it's not the only one, right? But zinc plays a really cool role in testosterone production, right? And good sources of zinc you can also get from oysters, you can also get from meats, and you can also get from beans and legumes and stuff and like nuts. But, and nuts, eh? Anyway, I'm gonna grow up. But you don't always have to get your micronutrients from like a pill. You don't always have to get your micronutrients from some sort of supplement bottle. You will be getting them in your nutrition if you eat healthy. And eating healthy is, I would say, it falls to the same category as measuring what you eat because the only way your body's going to change is if you change how much you put into it, not necessarily what you put into it, right? You could eat pizza, like one pizza a day. It's like 1,000 calories, train your ass off. You lose a bunch of weight, but you'll also lose a bunch of muscle and fat in the process, right? Fat, we want it off, but the muscle we want to keep, if not grow, because why? Tying into what I said in step one, the more muscle you have, the less or the easier it is for your body to burn more fat and burn more calories without much effort. So you don't want to be losing muscle, even if it means not crash dieting. Like, yeah, when you crash diet, you'll see the weight go down quick. You get super motivated, but like you get weak at the end. You'll give in at the end. You'll start eating again, and then before you know it, all the weight that you lost will come back on. Not only because you didn't do it in a sustainable way, but also because you didn't pay full attention to the macro and micronutrient profiles because that's how we leverage how much muscle we'll be putting on our physique as we get leaner by keeping protein to at least 1 gram per pound of body weight, right? And then honoring your micronutrients. And guys and girls, micronutrients, supplements, fish oils, all that stuff, you don't really need them unless you're already doing all the other steps. And even then, you might not need them. You just might want them to excel your progress. It's think of it like being the cherry on the sundae. The the ice cream is your work is your kitchen, like that's your nutrition. The chocolate or the caramel, whatever you prefer, is your workout, and the cherry on top is your micronutrients. So you need to be aware of that and be on top of that. And the one way to do it, okay, one way to make sure that you're always on top of your micronutrients is regularly visiting the doctor, which is actually step number five, right? And we're going to talk a little bit about that. But if you don't eat a healthy, balanced diet, you're going to have to supplement with those bottle supplements, right? So I recommend having a diverse diet that, it's got whole foods in there that serve a purpose. You're not just eating it because it tastes good or eating it because you're on a diet, but you're eating it because it's making you perform better as well. Okay, so that's step number three. Monitor your micronutrients. And step number four, guys, okay, and this does also bleed into number three, is to introduce some natural supplements. Okay, introduce some natural supplements. What is this? First of all, natural supplement sounds like an oxymoron for some people because they think steroids or creatine is steroids, right? But let's break it down here. All right, it's been known, like some studies definitely back this up, that certain supplements, ashwagandha, fenugreek, there are so many, honestly, there's so many niche ones that you can find may help with increasing testosterone levels. just as some other minerals might. Okay. However, it's important to speak with your healthcare professional before starting any new supplement. Again, if you're regularly going to the doctor and you're doing your blood work and you're doing your urinalysis and you're checking everything, then you'll know what you're deficient in. And based off of what you're deficient in, you can supplement with. For example, if you do your blood work and you find out you're anemic, what's the doctor going to tell you? Eat more iron or consume more iron, whether it's through iron pills or to incorporate more of it in your diet or even both, right? So introducing natural supplements that already are naturally occurring in foods like creatine, believe it or not, guys and girls. First of all, our body secretes 2 grams of creatine already daily on average, right? And then we can also consume creatine from our diet via fish, via chicken, right? The protein sources. Okay, so we are also consuming natural supplements from food. Okay, we are taking in natural supplements in from food. On top of that, if you're really deficient, you can supplement with, over the counter supplements to help you balance out any imbalances. All right. Okay. So, number 5, last but not least, guys, this is the one that I mentioned when we were talking a little bit about step number 3, which was monitoring your micronutrients. And this one is the most fucking important because a lot of you guys, like, you don't even know, maybe you don't even have ED. Your body's just glitching right now because you're in a homeostasis. And for those of you that don't know it, homeostasis is just like where your body's at or what's regular to your body. Your homeostasis isn't allowing you to perform the way that you should be. And it's not that you have this big blown out disease, but you kind of just let yourself fall off the deep end. So you do your urinalysis regularly, do your work regularly, even your hormone panels regularly to see if you're actually low on testosterone instead of assuming it because you feel low on energy. You'll have all of the tools in your bag in order. Well, I'll say not the tools, but you'll have to know what to use in order to fix whatever issue you have. Does that make sense? Think about it. Otherwise, everything that you think is wrong is just a speculation. It's a self-diagnosis and it's not legit. So you need the numbers and the facts in front of you before you do something that'll fuck you up, or to even know that you're fucked up in the first place. Okay, so certain medical conditions such as hypogonadism, I don't think I'm pronouncing it properly. Um, those issues can fucking lead towards you having ED. There's so many other ones, cardiovascular diseases as well. But if that's the case, if you feel like your testosterone's really low, don't just think it is and then ask for help, but do a test. Go to your doctor. Get it on fucking paper to know what the fuck it is per nanogram per deciliter, all that. Okay. Request an it's called an SGHB test. So go to your doctor, ask for SHGB test or SGHB test. Okay. For your blood and urine analysis as well, right? Or other symptoms or other bad things that you can experience with bad habits that lead to ED are like sleep apnea. Okay, you'll know you're overweight if you have sleep apnea. You really can't have it unless you're fucking overweight, which is pretty much, if you don't know what sleep apnea is, suffocating while you're snoring in your sleep while you're unconscious for brief periods of time, cuts off oxygen and blood flow to the brain. It's not good for you. It makes it so that you could sleep for even 8 to 10 hours and still feel fucking tired, like you slept only one. Okay. It takes away from the quality of your sleep. And as we already know from step number 2, calm down, that's fucking crucial to your testosterone or at least your cortisol production, right? Which will influence your ability to produce testosterone or at least to improve your physique. Okay. Because the more cortisol you have, the more difficult it is for you. Okay. So you just check the doctor. That's all I'm asking, right? Like so many things that are already going on outside of just being overweight could be contributing to your low testosterone levels and erectile dysfunction. It's not just low testosterone. Okay, so it's important to address any underlying health issues with a healthcare professional, point blank, period. Otherwise, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And when you reach out to a coach for help to ask what they're talking about, it's like, where how could they get up off the ground with whatever information you're providing because you don't have any. And this is one thing I always tell all of my clients that know this: the more information I get, the more I can help you. So it's your responsibility as an adult, as a man, to go and get the fucking information, not for just a coach, but for yourself, so you know what your health is like. Make sense? Cool. All I recommend is that you do it 3 to 4 times a year, not every fucking week. Go quarterly. You know what I mean? Every 3 months or every 4 months, at least once. Okay, 3 to 4 times a year, and you're Gucci. All right. And this is one thing I want to tell you guys. Doing all of these 5 things will not cure your erectile dysfunction. Okay, but it sure as hell will help you create more testosterone, which either prevents it from getting worse or will help you manage it in a better way. Long story short, if you listen to these 5 things and you do these five things immediately, and they're pretty much all they cost nothing, right? It's not like no surgery, no invasive shit. If you do these 5 things, you'll be better off than if you didn't do them. Even if you don't 100% reverse whatever it is, you'll be better. And that's what you should be striving for. And just because you can't completely undo it doesn't mean you shouldn't fucking try. All right. And P.S. When you're leaner, and all my guys know this, when you're leaner, your wiener looks bigger. It's just true. Okay, so if you also want that, then do it for that too. Be selfish. It's aesthetics, right, bro? Who gives a shit? That's all the motivation you need to get shredded, bro. All right, that's it. That's all. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. And also, I'm just going to put this out there. If you struggle with this, you heard everything that I said, and you want to do it, but you don't fucking know how, reach out to me, shoot me a DM, and I'll just honestly tell you what you need to hear in order to get to where you need to go. Period. That's it. That's the least I can do for you. Reach out to me, shoot me a DM wherever. It doesn't fucking matter. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. I'm everywhere. So hit me up if you've got a question, if you're serious about it, and I'll give you some tips that can help you out. Maybe even a little bit extra tips that are not on this 5 tip list. All right. Don't forget to screenshot and share this podcast out to a friend that you know will get value from it. Let's embrace our inner meathead together. All right. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB Pro Matt Butale signing out. Boom. All right, folks. Podcast episode's recorded. I think that was pretty Gucci. I got all the information that I wanted to get out, and it felt good. We haven't done like a fucking informative episode in a bit, yo. So this is really good. I think I'm gonna get back into the rhythm of this because I know a lot of people are asking about this stuff. So I'm gonna read some of the comments that I got on TikTok and Instagram, and then peace out. And I know there's some trolls on TikTok there, but it don't matter. For those of you that are serious, y'all are serious, and I appreciate y'all. Philip, thanks for joining. Hey, Mr. IFBB Pro Fidel Clark, he's a goat around where I'm from. So shout out to you. Thanks for joining, homie. Mella, what's good? Miles, what's up? Hey, Death Grip, appreciate you. Ruby, thanks for joining. Dre Day, what's up? Graham, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Kaim, what's good? Dre Day says high levels of training causes ED. Yo, you killed me, man. If you don't know why I'm laughing, then you weren't paying attention this entire episode. Big Red, what's up? I see you. Thanks for tuning in. Kaim says, well, dang, the bodies are dealing with ED, or the boys are dealing with ED. Get sunlight, bro, and get rest, bro. But down the spicy videos. That's crazy, bro. You're insane for that. This guy literally said sun your balls, but this video is crazy. You're hilarious, bro. You kill me, Kaim. Hope you're blessed. Hope the mom's is good. All right. Shiggy, what's up? Just Des. I appreciate you. Got a girl in here actually learning about ED. Send this to your man. Sweetest Fit Fam. Yo, what's good? Haven't seen you in a bit. Thanks for tuning in. Graham says, love the nuanced topic. Nuts. You put the peanuts emoji. Now, y'all kill me, bro. But again, this is the Meathead on the Mic podcast. Like, this is literally how I talk to everybody in my life. Like, there's no need to fucking go online and then, act a certain way, whatever. Like, I'm literally me, man. But I appreciate you, though, Graham. And I'll hit you up. Lizzie, thanks for tuning in. It says Matt Daddy. Appreciate you. Always showing love. Always giving me compliments. Says, you're the whole Sunday. Oh, okay. No, I know what you're saying. So there was like an analogy I said with like a Sunday or something, like the training and the listen to the episode. I'm not gonna repeat it, but I appreciate you. She says, but you're right. This man is beautiful. I appreciate you. Thanks for the compliments. Pumping my tires is cool. Lizzie says he's incredibly smart. My body's definitely glitching. That's crazy. Hey, PG-13, Lizzie. That's crazy. She says, yes, it makes sense. I love when he uses profanity. She's one of like the OG supporters of Meathead on the Mic. It's all love. You know what it is, homegirl. Just Des gave me the follow. I appreciate you, Des. You know what it is. Black Jita, what's good, homie? Lizzie says, none of the men I've been with had ED. TMI, but you know what? It's cool. It's cool because we're out here and I'm talking about this anyway. It's just if that's the case, yours. Now I can't read that. I cannot read that one on here because that's too much. The love I have for you. That's crazy. I appreciate you, homie. You know what it is, Lizzie. But that's crazy. I can't read that on the air. That's fucked up. Oh man. I'm gonna screenshot that, send that to the group chat. That's hilarious. So Standing White Buffalo, appreciate you. Zulma El Pachio says hi from Toronto. Hey, what's up? CR7 says, do you have Riz? You're definitely 15. Get out of here. Standing exposure. Oh, we did talk about that. Cardiovascular disease. We talked about that. No, I can't play Fortnite. What? No, I'm not talking about that shit. Oh, Standing White Buffalo says, food is my medicine. Is thy medicine. 100% agreed. 100,000% agreed. Standing White Buffalo also says, have to clean the digestive, liver, kidney, and lymph node systems in order to process nutrients. Absolutely. You got to make sure everything inside is functioning optimally. And the only way that that happens is if you're on top of your health and your fitness. Fossil Genetics says, you only have a high school diploma, though. You only have a high school diploma, though. When did you graduate from YouTube? You only have a high school diploma, though. You the only tool in the room. You can't spell it either. You only have a high school diploma, though. You got 3 viewers. I mean, we got 3 here on TikTok, but we had a couple on IG and YouTube and Facebook. Fossil Genetics. See, I can't tell if you're trolling or if you're genuinely a hater. If you're a hater, you can fuck your mom. I don't care. But if you're actually just trolling me, like I'm laughing to you, I cannot take you seriously. You're out here literally spending your time just trying to talk down to people that are trying to help others that have a problem. So respectfully, fuck yourself if you are a troll. But if you're just joking, then like I'm laughing with you. I don't have to tell you. You can see me laughing. Rocky, what's good? I laugh my ass off. I'm sorry, Matt. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. You know what it do. All right, people. That is it. That is all. But before I dip out, as I said, I'm gonna have to screenshot this one over here. The group chat's gonna be laughing, but it's all love. It's just nothing but support. I feel you, and you're always welcome to join, Lizzie. You know what it do. All right, folks, that's it. That's all. I'll be back again to give y'all another informative chat some point in time. Keep your phone close. We out. Boom.